All right, let's talk NBA postseason. It's easily one of the most exciting times in all of sports. But man, the format can get a little confusing, right? So today, we're going to break it all down for you, nice and simple, from the very first game to the last team standing.
So whether you're a total basketball junkie or you're just trying to figure out what everyone's so hyped about, you're in the right spot. We're going to clear up all the confusion about the postseason, especially that new play-in tournament, and get you all the way to the finals.
Because really, when you boil it all down, that's the whole point, isn't it? All those weeks of insane competition, all those games, it all comes down to one team and one team only getting to lift that championship trophy. The stakes, they are absolutely massive.
Okay, so how do they get there? Let's start with the part you're probably most familiar with, the main playoff bracket. This is, the heart of the whole thing. Think of it like a four-stage boss battle. You've got teams in the East and teams in the West, and they all have to fight their way through the first round, then the conference semis, then the conference finals. When it's all said and done, you've got one champ from the East and one from the West. And those two, they go head-to-head for the ultimate prize in the NBA Finals. And here's what makes it so tough. It's not just one game and you're done. No, each round is a best-of-7 series. That means you have to beat the same team 4 times to move on. It's a total marathon, not a sprint. It really tests everything. Your game plan, your stamina, everything. But okay, here's where things have gotten a little spicy in recent years. The NBA threw in a modern twist, the play-in tournament. Basically, they wanted to make the end of the regular season way more intense and give more teams a shot at the big dance. And this is the thing that trips a lot of people up. So how does this play-in thing actually work? What's on the line? Don't worry, we're going to break it down step by step. It's easier than you think. Okay, here's the simplest way to put it. The teams that finish the regular season ranked 1st through 6th, they're in. They get to relax, they're straight into the main playoffs. But if you're a team that finished 7th, 8th, 9th, or 10th, well, you've got to earn your spot. It's a last chance fight for those final 2 playoff positions. So here's how it starts. Game 1 pits the 7th place team against the 8th place team. These are the 2 top dogs of the play-in group, and they get the first crack at it. And the prize for winning this game is huge. You win, bam, you're in. You're officially the 7th seed in the playoffs, and you can start prepping for your first-round series. But if you lose, your journey isn't over just yet. You get one more shot.
All right, now for the other matchup. This is Game 2, where the 9th place team takes on the 10th place team. And let me tell you, the pressure here is through the roof. Why? Because this is a do-or-die game. Yep, the loser of this game, season's over. Pack your bags, go home. There are no second chances. But the winner, they survive. They get to play one more game for that final playoff spot. And this is where it all comes together for one last epic game. You take the loser of that 7 versus 8 game, and they play the winner of the 9 versus 10 game. It's a total pressure cooker. The winner of this game gets the very last spot, the 8th seed in the playoffs. And the loser? They're out. It's that simple and that brutal. So, just to put a bow on it, if your seeds 1 through 6, you're golden. You automatically qualify. But if you're seeds 7 through 10, you're thrown into this mini-tournament where you have to win to get in. It adds this incredible layer of drama right before the real playoffs even begin. Okay, now you know how it all works. So let's talk about the 2026 postseason specifically. This is your viewing guide. Who to watch, when it's all happening, and where you can catch the games. So get your calendar out. It all kicks off in April with that crazy play-in tournament. Then the first round starts in late April. The action heats up in May with the conference semis and finals, and it all wraps up in June with the NBA Finals, where we crown a champion.
Wondering where to watch? You'll find the play-in games on ESPN. The early playoff rounds will be split across ESPN and ABC. And for the grand finale, the NBA Finals, that's all going to be live on ABC.
So what are some of the juicy storylines to follow? Well, you've always got to watch for historic rivalries heating up again. And definitely keep an eye on whoever comes out of that play-in tournament. Those teams are already in playoff mode. Of course, powerhouses like the Suns and the Nuggets are always going to be key teams to follow. And hey, a potential matchup like the gritty Miami Heat going up against the young, exciting team like the Charlotte Hornets, that could be an absolutely epic series to watch.
And there you have it. You're all set. You know the bracket, you get the play-in, and you know when and where to watch. You're officially ready for the 2026 NBA postseason.
If you need a simple way to remember it, think of it like this. The play-ins is the appetizer. It's exciting, it's intense, but it's just getting you ready for the main course, which is that full playoff bracket.
So the only question left is, who's going to make it through the chaos of 2026? Who do you think is going to survive that play-in and become this year's Cinderella story? And which juggernaut is going to run the table and take home the title? Now you're ready to find out. Enjoy the show.